meteorologist Mark Molnar as your host for Weather Northeastern. Let's get right into precipitation amounts across North America. Here in the western states, mainly to a half an inch to an inch of rain with some weak systems moving in. But the big story here is Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, where we could see upwards of 4 to as much as 6 inches of rain through the early part of next week. And that stretches 1 to 2 inch amounts all the way up through the Mississippi River Valley, Ohio River Valley, and up into the Mid-Atlantic and portions of the Northeast. Let's get right into severe weather outlook. Look at this. Friday in the red zone from Harrisburg, Philadelphia, southward towards the Tidewater, all the way down towards the southern states. Damaging wind will be the main threat, and then a chance of some tornadic threat here along the Gulf Coast and just north of the Gulf Coast over towards Louisiana, Texas, and parts of southern Arkansas. So we'll watch for that Friday, and of course take a look at the Mid-Atlantic severe weather outlook for your Friday. Take a look at this. Damaging wind being the main threat here, even some flooding. I have us up towards the moderate on the flooding because Susquehanna River Valley will be getting some strong thunderstorms on your day Friday, and some of these could train from south to north. That could pose a problem for the Susquehanna River. I know the Susquehanna River in the southern tier of New York has been running about a foot above flood stage, expected to possibly go to as much as 2 to 3 feet above flood stage during the day later Friday into early Saturday, and those water rises will translate further south as some of these heavier rains factor in. So it will be very mesoscale-like, but you can see Harrisburg, Philadelphia, the greatest risk of severe thunderstorms down towards Baltimore and Philadelphia and D.C. That will be the damaging wind, even some large hail threat later during the day on Friday as this front moves in from the west. Stronger thunderstorms to the north. Strong thunderstorms, I mean by 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts and maybe some small pea-sized hail and dangerous lightning out of these storms, stretching from the southern tier of New York, Binghamton, Elmira, Scranton, places like that over towards Erie and Albany. So let's get right into those surface maps. This is for your Friday TGIF. Look at this. We've got some cooler air holding tough in New England. This could save you from getting some of those severe thunderstorms. You'll get more in the stratiform rain variety, but it's here across southeast Pennsylvania, southern tier counties of Pennsylvania. The greatest risk of damaging wind gusts, especially later in the afternoon, we could get a squall line forming. But then towards the middle to upper Susquehanna River Valley, heavy rain and thunderstorms. There could be some flooding problems along the stem rivers and area creeks as well. So keep an eye if you live near a water or tributary, or you're going to be traveling above some of these on bridges and whatnot. But here across, look at this. New York, Pennsylvania, 70s all the way up into portions of Scranton, upper 60s, places like Binghamton over towards Erie and Albany. They could be seeing some very warm temperatures. Portions of Philadelphia and Harrisburg could be reaching the low to mid 70s likely across the southern part of Pennsylvania into Maryland. So very warm for your Friday. Heading on into Saturday, that front pushes off the coast here. And look at this. This ushers in some cooler Canadian air, not cold, but cooler. We could be cooling down into the lower 50s and even some upper 40s in portions of upstate New York, southern Ontario, and Quebec. But look at this. Even though we basically move that front out, we'll have a disturbance, maybe a late day shower with some of that instability as that cooler pool of air overrides some of the what could be warmer air at the surface, especially towards the ground, as the ground temperatures will still be warm from Friday. But look at this. Still plenty of sunshine across the Northeast. Heading on into Sunday, look at this. High pressure really starts to build in, taking hold. 60s the rule for much of New York, Pennsylvania, and Ohio. Even some 50s up here in New England and over towards just north of the U.S.-Canadian border here in Toronto, places like Ottawa and Montreal. And then we head on into your Monday. Look at this. Wall-to-wall abundant sunshine. We're on the backside of high pressure here. So look at this. Plenty of mid to upper 60s, even some areas across the southern areas here, cracking 70 degrees. And look at this. North of the U.S.-Canadian border into northern New England, this is where we could see temperatures cracking 55 to 60 as well in many locations. So spring has definitely sprung, but waiting off the screen here for later next week, middle to latter portion of next week, is another system that could be spreading showers and thunderstorms into the area. Nevertheless, this weekend and early next week will allow many areas to dry out and some of those flooding concerns to subside. That's going to do it for this edition of Weather Northeastern. I'm going to have a 5-day outlook for my hometown viewers in the upper Susquehanna region of upstate New York, from Binghamton to Scranton, northeast Pennsylvania. Don't forget to like me on Facebook at MeteoMark, subscribe to me on YouTube at MeteoMark.com. It's Twitter at WX Northeastern and Google Plus at MeteoMark. Here's your 5 days stretching from TGIF all the way through Monday and Tuesday here. Look at this. Friday we could be cracking highs near mid to upper 60s. Some of those places south of the New York Pennsylvania border towards Scranton could be cracking 70. Chance of some late day showers and thunderstorms likely. Some of these could be strong with wind gusts up to 40 to 45 miles per hour. Small pea-sized hail, frequent cloud to ground lightning. Heading on into Saturday, Friday night, Saturday, that front pushes through, maybe some shower, some of that colder unstable air in the afternoon, heading up towards 50, windy but very sunny as well. Heading on into Sunday, look at this, temperatures warming towards 60 and brilliant sunshine into Monday as well, mid to upper 60s, but by Tuesday we could crack 70 with a chance of a late day shower or thunderstorm. That's going to do it for this edition of Weather Northeastern.